I can't unmute. There we go. We should be good.
Don't you remember that? Backseat.
That's better. Okay.
I can't unmute. There we go. We should be good.
Are you able to close out of the?
Backseat.
Turn the volume way down on this.
That's better. Okay.
You're gonna have a delay because it's live streamed.
Okay.
Let me get all this extra crap out here.
Okay.
Okay, so you can call the meeting to order again.
I call this meeting to order at 8:50. Let's do it.
Okay. And then if you want to reference,
Garrett.
you can just reference the affidavit. You don't have to say the whole thing, but you can just say that it was posted as routine.
Okay. This agenda was posted in the office of the county clerk on the 11th day of April 2022. Notice was sent to the West Bend Daily News, Express News, the radio, the community, Hartford Times, Kewausee Statesman, all the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. Individuals with disabilities requiring special accommodations for attendance at the meeting should contact the county clerk at least 48 hours prior to the meeting.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
we can proceed.
Okay, so we are here to conduct a recount of County Supervisory District 5. We received a recount petition on the 11th of April. And so we will begin that now. So it affects City of West Bend District 3, City of West Bend District 4. So we will start, because City of West Bend has central count, we'll start with in-person District 3 first. And then we'll kind of do it separately as we go. So we'll do District 3 in person, and then we can do District 3 absentee or central count, and then we'll move to District 4 and so on. And so as you know from the Board of Canvas that we had on Friday, we did the audits, and at that we were just counting the ballots and totaling up for the specific races that we were auditing. For a recount, I don't know if you can remember all the way back to 2016 when you both participated, but we will actually be going through and we'll separate absentees first. We'll count out the absentee ballots for central count, and then we'll also take a look at their envelopes. We'll make sure that the envelopes have all of the necessary information listed on them, and then we will verify the totals of the absentee ballots from central count to the actual envelopes when we get to that point. For both District 3 and District 4. We'll go through total of the races for in-person. We'll take a look to see if there's spoiled ballots. We'll verify those on the inspector statement. And then also central count, we will verify if there's any duplicated ballots. We'll need to find the originals, match those up as well. If you have any questions during the process, you can just let me know. If anyone in the audience has any questions, you can let us know. We'll have Casey and Dick here work on reconciling poll books or just verifying that all of the numbers match while we're doing the rest of the work. So like I said, if you have any questions, just let me know. But we'll start with District 3. Arlene, if you want to give this to Casey, that's the in-person poll book. Okay, so inspector statement 629 is the total on the in-person inspector statement. And then here is the tape. District 3 had 2 different ballot styles. We had 2 county board supervisory districts. So when we open this box, you'll see that there is one ballot with actually they both should have a color barcode on them, but they will be different. So we'll separate them out. We won't be counting obviously the ones that have supervisory district 4 on them, just District 5. Okay. Zero tape, sign, which that we did verify at the board of canvas as well. This is the results tape. The results tape is signed, and there's 629 total ballots cast for the entire reporting unit. I'll keep this out, because this is what we'll be comparing our totals to for this district.
Right.
Yeah, for Mary Ann for District 3 had 169, Linda Barrett had 177, and there was one write-in. There were 0 undervotes. Oh, no, 34 undervotes, 0 overvotes. Yeah, so, okay, if you wanna take a look at the box. There's the certification. I want you to verify the seal number.
Okay.
Get the slide here.
I'll let you start with the A's.
If you wanna read it off, and Linda, you can double check that.
V 733239.
Okay. You got that, Charlotte? Can you pass?
Yeah, but I think so.
Yeah.
This is
Your
just.
3239.
Can you please pass this, scissors?
So we'll just,
We'll work on that too. Right? Not this one. I don't have that one.
no, we can cross off. One person has to just.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll put that in the box at the end.
here's
So-
that. Is this in here? Okay.
District 4. So the hot pink looking ones are the ones that you want to pull out. So it looks like they may have separated them, and if that is the case,
If we have to put it up.
Days.
yeah.
And then that's where you put that.
So
Yep.
so it's like we were just totaling write-ins or something, which they, those we didn't, so we need these lime green ones. So when you're looking at these and separating them into the piles, you're going to want to make sure that there were clerk signatures
This would be on
on
the
the ballots.
one,
Yes.
so anything that would have a whole cleared out.
Obviously, it'll look different if they're absentee, but we'll go over that when we get to that.
We only have one.
That you wanna, yeah, so these,
It's like I keep separate.
these are all the.
It's all that.
Okay. So, I want to do 3 piles, because there were.
You said to start to keep it separate.
No, you can.
These are the ones you pull up first.
Yeah, you can keep those. Okay, so like you said, double check, make sure that there's the 2 signatures for the issued by. And then you'll want to separate it, 1 pile for Mary Ann, 1 pile for Linda, and 1 for write-in, and 1 for undervote.
Okay.
And there were no overvotes. If you have any overvotes, keep that separate.
Just by letter, or are you doing the grand total? Are you still in days?
I'm on the honors.
Oh, you got that many?
Okay.
Oh,
This one has
You just
3,
kept
but
going,
you
I
gotta keep one
I'm
here.
already done with.
No, you're just looking at District 5.
Okay.
You're not looking for alderperson, just District 5. That's the Linda, yeah.
All right.
I'll have you guys double check each other's stacks after too. Yep, I have my side. Yep, yeah. Amanda Brody. Yep, and then Arlene Heiser. You're welcome. And then if anyone in the audience wants, you can get up and watch, or you know, it's up to you. We're not like, you don't have to stay farther away, as long as you're not touching anything, you can. Oh, okay. Yeah, just keep that separate, we'll wrap that at the end. They're the ballot box certification. They're like a label normally. They're on a full sheet label. If you'd like, I can take a stack as well from either one of you. So if I can, sorry, my arms aren't very long. I'll have you double check on this after.
collect your?
Yes, in stacks of 25, which is good.
I was waiting till you were in a spot where you remember your number and.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, take the E. Here.
More ease in here.
I just did mine as a whole stack. Just need the one that has the results. Is that the one? Yeah.
You have the E.
Do you need any help counting?
Oh, this is kind of left.
Okay, cool. Sorry. Eileen, do you have numbers in yours?
Okay, the ones, okay, for, Mary Ann, I have 71.
71, okay.
And what you call the blank is here,
Do you have how many blanks?
there's, okay, got 13, and one is also what they call, a vote,
A write-in?
write-in.
Who's the write-in for?
Marietta Bailey,
Oh, okay. Wrong district.
so it'll be a total of 14.
So, well, no, the write-in is not an undervote, so that's one write-in,
One write-in, there'll be 13 blanks.
13 blank.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Linda?
I have, for Linda, I have 80.
Okay.
For Mary Ann, I have 65. And for blanks, I have 17.
No write-ins, no.
No write-ins.
You guys have 75 plus 20. 75 plus 21 for Linda. Plus 21, right? And no other, it was just Linda, okay. And then I have 32 for Mary Ann. I have 4 blanks. And then I have 2 that are just marked a little funky, so I just wanna, I kept them out just in case. One should be for Linda and one for Mary Ann, but the one has someone like put a pen mark in Linda's. We didn't have any overvotes, so because it's on the edge of the circle, I don't think it counted. And then this one, it looks like the marker was 9, so it should have still counted, but I just wanna make sure. So. Plus 65 plus 32 is 168 and then 169 for Mary Ann, which matches the tape of 169. Okay, so on the tape, Linda has 177, and then this one then would make that 170, I have 176, 177. We had one write-in. You had the one write-in.
Yeah.
Yep. And then undervotes,
I saw that too.
we had 34 undervotes, and what I added together was 34. So, you can take the stickies off. We are done with this. Everything matches the tape. And all initials, you didn't see any issues with the initials, correct? Okay. Go ahead. Oh, sorry. And then we did have the 2 that were pink that should not have been in our pile. You have a new seal. Can you document that in the minutes? Okay, so you throw that in here. Here we go. And then you guys are going to fill this out. And then. What are the boards? All the ballots. District 3 is 6, 7, and 8.
Double checking.
City of West Bend.
Yep, City of West Bend, District 3.
Gotta make sure this thing.
Just supplementals possibly.
Oh, do you have the election day register there?
Okay, April 5th, 2022.
Mhm.
And a new seal number. 6.
Make sure we get it right.
This is big, 1 of 3. Possible 2. They.
You had,
So we got it, ready for the 2.
Yeah.
here's a 3
C,
that wasn't supposed to be.
9, 7,
Okay, so is in that stack with
9,
that?
4,
Okay, yep, so that would be
4-1.
that.
And then there, I thought there was
number
one more.
43.
Oh, yeah, here.
Those are the ones that registered and voted in that one.
Yeah.
Yep, those I kept them together.
Yep.
And I think there was one more stack in there. Maybe one more stack in there, maybe 2.
Oh,
Take these two, because they're. Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Right? This is your supplemental. Thought there was one more, but just double check. I thought I put 3 steps through, but maybe I didn't.
Never mind. Yeah, it's in here.
Okay.
Um,
Yep. Oh, we had a super.
Do you want me
Okay.
to take this somewhere?
Yep, you can set it over, maybe just on the opposite side over here, because we're done with that. Okay, so now we're going to do City of West Bend District 3 Central Count. We're not gonna open this right away, we're first going to, yeah, this is in person. Let me put all of these things back in here, and you can, where did you take that in there?
Oh, God, I put it in that, I had them put it in the box.
Oh, that, okay, we need to
Oh, my
reopen
mistake.
that,
Oh,
sorry,
Sorry.
that's okay. So you're gonna open this again, you're gonna read out a new one of these.
Scissors.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be worried these days.
no, sorry, I did that. I make it too.
You make it pretty good. Put that in the Get that in there.
Okay, got it in the one. Close this back up. What do we say?
Sure.
I don't need a bag yet.
I know, we'll do ours.
Okay, you ready? Okay. B as in boy, 86, 83, 30.
Yeah.
Thumbs up?
I think just on this, your guys, when you guys did it, I think the 2 supplementals in the E
Yeah.
counted.
Oh, okay,
That's, we're just like, we double checked our number, I'm like, all right, well, 13 is in the E's, just
Okay.
the supplemental probably wasn't.
oh,
So,
that's, yeah, could be.
but as long as our total matches what everything else. is.
Yes, that's, yep.
That's
we
what
want.
works.
Yep.
That's what works, so.
Okay, so Arlene and Linda, thank you for taking that over there. Okay, for special statement, Central Count District 3, confirm that this number here matches the CO.
This is the U's, which.
71, 332, yep.
Okay,
Counts.
all right.
We can count the sheets of paper.
They had
which and then
258. We're not gonna open this quite yet, I just wanted you to do that, but, there were, yeah, 258, so there should be 258 of these minus the rejected. So the rejected, in the inspector statement, there should just be 1 rejected. We'll open this in just a little bit. The person was deceased.
How do we deal with the rejected one? I mean, like that.
If
You look
they're
at it.
deceased, yeah, you'll look at it, but since this person is deceased, unless anyone's objecting to the fact that they had passed away, then there's nothing to consider. If they passed away, you can't accept it.
The rejected ballot,
Yeah,
they were sent it before they got inactivated.
yes,
That's how, cause other ones we've got back that were deceased, but they were already inactivated before, so it's like it didn't show up on the
That's
count,
fine.
so that's why there was one that
Yep.
showed up on there.
Yep, totally fine.
I know.
That happens,
So I was
or,
like, oh.
or people request an absentee and then they pass away before the election or whatever. So,
Yeah.
okay, all right. So these you can open, you can just verify that District 3, April 5th, all signed. So you can open these and I'll show you what you're going to be doing, with these, what you're going to be checking.
Twenty-two's like.
I can't.
No.
So that's 7 numbers on it.
We will just stick, we'll seal these with one of those seals once we're done.
Oh, yes.
Please go back to the.
That is
seal.
correct.
All right,
I should have put the 6
okay, so you're going to look at, yep, you're gonna make sure that there is a voter
That's the
signature,
difference.
which
Yeah,
would be
but that's
here.
okay.
That there is a witness signature here, and that there is an address listed here, dated and everything.
22 EDRs, 22.
And then there should be a quick initial up here.
629.
And the Ward 7,
So you only need to
Now
look
they're
at the
gonna see this and
line.
say, well, they wanted to be in the numbers rate, so
See
yeah.
where it says line?
Yeah.
This one says pink,
Yeah.
so balance.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking you might still need to count all of these, because the way they're listed on here is 258.
Oh, so that's,
No, I think you're
Central
just gonna keep them
that's just
all
gonna be on
together.
this
So
list.
we'll see. I just count how many we have.
Yeah, and as you're doing that, make sure all this stuff is listed on.
Okay.
So if you wanna look at them, what's worked in the past for recounts is that you look at what's on them first and then just put them in a pile and then count them. That makes it a little bit easier so you don't miss anything. Yeah, so here, okay.
Just because, so obviously we'll have two different, give you these extra, two
Yeah,
different colors. So we'll have to add the A's together with the A's edge one, so.
okay.
So we'll just have. So don't, I would say no, put it in the middle, we'll put one
I
number on
know
one side,
that
one
at
number
the
on the-
2020 recount that I was at, there were questions
So I'm
from
gonna just
observers
move all the way
regarding
down the left
addresses.
side.
Unless you wanna put,
They were questioning why the address was the same on every single, or on a large handful of them,
That would be
according
good.
that the
put next
witness
to
was
each
the
other,
clerk.
that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right, so it would be
yeah.
Your
city
first
hall,
idea was
just
to
in case you
combine.
had
Okay.
questions.
Alright, so you'll write
Yeah,
down
yep,
yours.
and initials would be the same if they're all Casey,
We're
yeah.
gonna have to
Yeah.
put pink here and line here
Okay.
when we total it across,
Yeah, sure.
correct?
Sure,
Or is
yeah.
this just a work copy for us?
Yeah, we'll have to obviously together, so
Okay, so
I think we'll be first.
Wednesday to look at all of them.
and line.
And then we'll have the cumulative, that'll be our total.
Yes, this plus this equals
With
that.
that,
Okay,
we'll do that.
alright.
Okay.
A plus B equals D. Is that what I said?
Oh, you can keep the pink ones together.
So it doesn't,
Yeah, because of
there's
the
not
way
an
it's
easy
totaled, I'm just gonna have you guys.
Yeah, I
gonna
just
So you're just gonna have
have to
to
look at where.
just take your time, you know, not.
Okay, no problem.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
There is no additional.
Okay, keep that separate then.
Okay.
I have to count these if it's okay with you.
Okay.
Then there's another thing if you take these and have to card.
Oh, sure.
Yep, the stats are 25. Yeah, we need to touch base on that. That's not good. That was on that to-do list. Even if it's separate.
Why do we do this week then? Well, I have my table.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Yes, that is.
Yeah, it doesn't have that, so let's put that in this class.
You had 67. So I gave you 3 funds. This is District 2.
Yeah. Sure.
For a student. Thank you.
Yep, that's her initials. Yeah, it just probably was at a different time. Okay, set that aside too.
Doing all this.
These were good. You're done with these?
Yeah, we're checking forward. Right, things don't want to.
Okay, so we have 258 envelopes, you have a stack of 200 there, 250, I mean, and then you have 5 and I have the 3. So this is where you 3 will need to, you 2 will need to make the determination, so Linda, if you wanna come over here. So, these 2 don't have the clerk's initials, but so this is Jean Kilborn, right? That's her last name.
Correct.
Okay, and City Hall is the address, so these 2 voters voted in person. Historically, voters hadn't, no, you do need it, but voters haven't been punished for clerk error. Clerk forgot to initial up here, but did sign down here, and the address is listed. So it's up to the 2 of you to determine how you want to handle these 2.
I think we should come.
I think so because she's there, but she, you know.
Okay. This one here was also done in person. This is Casey's initials, clerk address. But so the voter did not list their date. Yeah, we have to.
I also think, I mean, she signed it.
She signed, but it's still in the temp was there. Not 10 days to do it.
Okay. All right, so you're accepting all 3 of these? Okay. One was a date and 2 were clerk initials. All 3 were in person, absentee. Stack these up. And we'll have you guys put them back in these. So it was 258, 258 is what's on the inspector statement and matches the COLA total.
Bam.
Good, and then you got 2 of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe put some of those in here.
Maybe I can move them over a little bit.
I started ordering the larger envelopes because you can just fit them.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a big one. I just like the bigger envelopes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I even have
I
bigger
think we had
ones.
2 bigger ones now that we had, so we saved it for 8.
Oh.
We said we knew we were gonna, we're like, well.
Yeah, for some reason we have some of these small ones, but then these were the normal size ones, and then I was able to get the even bigger ones.
Gotcha.
Yeah, which those ones I prefer to use. Alright.
Don't worry, I'm probably gonna put some extra packing tape over all those.
You don't have to initial these. We've documented the new seal.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are going to open this. Oh, you probably, no, don't fight that. Just
Sure.
rip. Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, no, just rip it open. Cause we'll reseal it again with one of the red seals. Can you, actually, no, we're not gonna use that. Can you please go get me a new rejected absentee envelope because the top ripped.
What do you want?
Should I bring back my stuff?
Yes. Just one extra.
Okay.
So, it came back, returned to sender, it looks like, because they were deceased.
Oh.
So, nothing was even voted,
Oh.
it was just rejected. Alright, so we will just fold this out. Yep. Oh, no, thanks, I have a tank top on, so we're good.
I figured, but you know,
Yeah.
don't turn to the camera.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fine, I appreciate it, thank you. Yeah, so that we don't, there's nothing, I mean. Okay. Oh, why didn't you just tell me it? It doesn't matter, I don't care. I'm wearing a tank top.
I know.
Okay, alright, so you can put, these in here. Yeah. Okay, you can seal it. We don't have any, stickies. Well, I don't use seals with state resident looking at.
Okay.
Well, I have like
So I'll be like, yeah,
germs.
germs, you know.
It does happen.
Okay, we can fill that out.
Okay, what is it? What word? 6, 7, and 8?
Yep, 6, 7, 8.
How long was it? I mean, generation age wise, like, you know, generation, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Offenses.
It's very
Okay, and the
sad,
date you
right?
need, but
Today.
Well, it's still in
Today's
that.
Wait, what is
Well,
that?
I wouldn't her
Probably, yeah.
grandfather age.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's the
But still.
Next
Yeah,
date,
that's-
that'll be the
yeah.
5th.
Yep.
Over.
You knew that.
Sorry, I'm having a hard time getting upset.
I thought I asked first before we did.
Or they would have just corrected it themselves, like, don't do that.
Right, right.
I suppose gonna put our names in here now.
Yep, you're just gonna sign it. And then you'll put today's date underneath that.
Is that a spoiled one?
What?
Was that a spoiled one
No,
or rejected?
yeah, rejected. Yep, they're just resealing it. It was in District 5, but wasn't coded.
Because people sometimes, oh, I live in District 5, no, you live in 3, I always, but I'm like, well, that's your supervisor, and then there's your other district.
Yeah. Everybody knows that.
One less 35.
071.
I don't know what.
One, that's
Why would it be?
1 and 1. 351.
What is the new number on it?
Oh, really? Okay.
There isn't any number yet. Can I have a stamp, please?
Which we'll see in the other ones.
Oh, this here is just the one we had earlier.
Yeah, we didn't open it because we were doing that first, yeah. Okay, so, alright, so in here, 1 rejected.
The wire cutter.
Yeah.
See if there were any, there were 4 that were duplicated, so those we'll need to find in here. And then if you wanna cut this open, we'll put that to the side. These seals are so heavy duty.
They are.
Alright, already got that, okay, good, this is in here, which it should be. You can just confirm that it's all signed.
Cut in, this is a little bit of extra.
So these ones you can separate, between pink and green, it looks like they might be separated.
It probably is, because we did one at a time.
Oh, sure,
That's why, and for us, we had 2 different central count books to go
Sure.
through for labeling and numbering, figuring, okay, we're all gonna do one at a time. It's possible there might be a stray 1 or 2 mixed in from the end of the night kind of deal, but
Yeah.
I know that they're trying to do their best.
this looks like it might be the pink pad, but,
Yep, just verify.
We'll go through that and double check. Be
Sure.
I'm not sure if they're mixed.
I would check for absentee at the same time.
They're all absentee. But so what you're gonna be doing is making sure that they were initialed under absentee issued by, which is in this section underneath where you would have looked before. And then I also need you to pull out any that say that they were duplicated. So there, did you guys use the duplicated stamp?
Yes, they should have
Okay,
used the
there should be
stamp.
a red, or a, I think it's black ink, black stamp that says duplicated and there would be a number on it. This is the original, so we're gonna match them up once you find them. So,
There should, I think, be 4 of them.
yep. And you'll have the initials will be on the bottom of that certification. Oh, it is a red stamp.
Okay.
Oh, that green is fun. There's like a mint green stripe versus their ink must have been running low when they were printing these.
Yeah, the teal also.
Oh, unless I gave, no, I would have given you. The teal had a variation in color.
Yeah, that one didn't. I don't know about the lime, but I know the teals did.
Okay. Are you separating
Slight.
these by, both, right?
I
By
was
the person.
Yeah,
okay.
yep, so,
Fix them here, John.
yep, okay, so keep that to the side. Those you should be separating by who they voted for.
Okay.
So if it was Mary Ann, Linda, or undervote, or write-in,
Okay.
or if there's any weird looking things.
So it's duplicated, what does that mean?
Duplicated, so I can show you. This one, I'm not sure, it must just not have been reading through the machine. But normally,
Like a
or
damaged
it
ballot.
was giving, well, this one's not damaged, but, or it would have just maybe been giving these two mint ones should be pink. Or these were District 2, these are District 2, that's why they're weird. Yeah, okay, we're gonna have to look at those.
Yeah.
I don't know why the.
Wrong ballot remade on correct. Two of them were wrong ballots remade on correct. One ambiguous mark remade and another ambiguous mark. So 1 and 2, so
Yep, okay,
were wrong ballots and then remade on correct. So I would only guess that whatever applied for,
okay, so school
For vote
and
wise.
Court of Appeals. Okay, so,
and then 2 were ambiguous marks. Whether it probably didn't maybe feed through the machine, I'm guessing.
yeah. So this one you can, I mean, the machine probably would have read this correctly with these X's because it's pretty sensitive to the marking in here. But voters should not be putting X's, they need to fill in and follow the instructions, fill in the circle or oval correctly. So that's why this one would have been remade. This one, I don't know if it's just because the voter had stuff on the outside, and the machine probably was just, not reading it. Or the poll workers just saw that and were like, well, this should be remade because there's marks outside. Yep. So, and then these two would have been, the ones that were issued the wrong ballot. So they were issued District 2 ballots and should have been issued District 3.
So then they were reissued to the voter?
No, these were
So how
returned.
would they-
This happens in, if they came in and they were just, if, the clerk thought that this was the correct green and just grabbed and processed the absentee request and sent them out, the voter would have received this and obviously didn't say anything and just returned them as is. And so then they were remade on the correct, district ballot.
So without voting for whoever wasn't on this ballot?
Yeah, exactly. So they should have, if they would have been issued the correct ballot, they would have gotten to vote for these two. But we'll take a look and just make sure that the correct races were the ones that were marked. This does happen on occasion. It's happened in previous elections. You can look at our minutes and we've noted it before. But yeah, it would just be clerk error.
Yeah, just that those voters missed the opportunity to vote.
But, yes, and so when a voter receives the wrong ballot, if they know, they should know what district they live in. They should have
Yeah.
contacted the clerk
They
rather
might-
than sending
Yeah,
this
they
back.
might not check that, I mean, I could see
Yeah,
not checking that, but,
sure,
okay.
yeah, but that's why, yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll still match them up and make sure.
I found some more red ones with the green.
Okay.
You have to count these here too. No. This is District 3 and 6. District 3. So one and 6.
Should all have a voter number on them because they're absentee. They should all have A and then the voter number marked on them. Did you guys not
On
do
the
that?
actual ballot?
Yeah, for central count.
Okay.
It's not in person. In person, you never do that, but for
Right.
central count, you should have that.
Okay.
Just so you know, in instances where a voter, returned, because you're processing these at City Hall, City Hall is that way. So if they returned the absentee, it came in on, say, on election day, it would not show up as returned in the poll book that you would have printed for the polling location. So if someone wanted to commit fraud and vote again,
Okay.
they voted in person
Okay.
at the polling location, then you'd be able to reconcile and do a drawdown
Okay.
of their actual absentee ballots, so that way you're not disenfranchising another voter, you're just pulling their actual ballot.
Okay.
Just so you know, moving
Okay.
forward with
So
Central.
put it on like the bottom, or where do you want it written? So when they're assigned the number, where to put
I would,
it?
I would love it if you wrote it in the same spot every single time.
Yep.
You could, even write it up, because this is one-sided, you could have written it on the back.
Okay.
Or, if you do it like just one spot, because if I have to redact it, it's very manual and it takes me forever. If it's just in the same spot on every single one, then that makes it much
It's
easier.
easier to see.
Yeah,
Have up here.
yep.
I think you don't look
I mean,
at
you don't have any issues with this one, but that's the reason for
Okay.
the number. Okay, sorry, I was gonna double check to make sure that these are all payment. Yeah, I spent a lot of time redacting West Bend and Germantown's numbers, in summer while I was on maternity leave. Because we had a huge public records request for the 2020
Okay.
ballot images, and I had to remove them all individually. So it was thousands of ballots I had to remove. So it helps if it's always in the same spot. Then I can do a more automatic process. So just moving forward. Okay.
Was that something that was done in the past, and that maybe
Yep,
when I was looking through the instructions on it,
it was,
like,
yep, exactly, yeah, yep.
possibly maybe it wasn't written on the instruction sheet.
Yeah.
That
No,
was
that's
given
fine.
before, because I'm like, oh, it's
No problem.
it.
Yeah, these are all pink, so you're
Okay,
good.
all right.
Yeah, it's not releasable to the public, just so you know, it's just for process.
Correct, it's
Yeah.
in this ballot because it's
Yeah.
secured and it's only when you
Yeah.
have an audit to.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, you can't release it to the public because it's
Because
on
then-
the poll book.
And you can tell who that person voted for.
Exactly,
Right.
you can't do that, so,
Because it's that secret.
exactly.
We used to do that in 2020 for the Central Count.
Okay.
We had the number.
So how many absentee ballots were rejected because of like no ballots or whatever?
For this district,
Then I-
there was one rejected absentee and that was a deceased voter.
Needs to be explained to
Yep.
me that.
So I don't know off the top of my head how many were in District 4, but we'll take a look at that when we get there. I think there were more in District 4, but we'll have to see what the reasons are.
And so the deceased voter, like, they submitted their ballot and then they died prior to the election?
So, no, they didn't even submit it. This one, was it just a return to sender one?
The deceased one,
Yeah, or did it not even go out?
was that in the envelope too?
Yeah, yep,
Like it came with the envelope?
yeah, yep, was it
So
returned to?
So it got mailed, so they were alive at the time of mailing, or possibly
It just wasn't
it got
marked in this vote.
inactivated prior to coming back.
Sure, okay,
So it got in the mail and it was voted whether they were deceased before and it wasn't reconciled or didn't catch up through.
sure. And then was it just returned to sender? Like you received it back? Yep,
Correct.
yep, so just returned to
So
sender.
when we were marking it, I couldn't
Yeah,
just deactivate it itself like this.
yeah, yep.
So if somebody dies, like, if they mail in their ballot, I'm just curious, if
Mhm.
they mail in their ballot and then they die before the election, does that count?
No, I don't believe so, no. If you receive one back, if it's marked in the system, I'm not sure how it works though on election day. If they were to pass away, I think if it's after their vote was already cast through and processed, or if they voted in person and they passed away after that, then it would count, but if they passed away before it was fed through or noted that they passed away, then
Because they don't want you to update the deceased records after,
Mhm.
they don't want you touching those just so that doesn't screw up your counts and things.
Yeah, yeah.
Mine are done.
Do you want help counting, Linda?
Sure, this was, 25 and 9.
Okay.
Nothing.
Those have not been
Those
counted?
are blanks. Those
Oh,
are
they're blanks,
Yeah.
okay.
Blanks are people that received a ballot, but didn't deposit a vote and just mailed it back.
Yeah, and it's not, it's just for this race that they're possibly blank. I mean, sometimes we receive ballots back that are completely blank. So maybe the voter just didn't know who to vote for anything, but wanted to show that they still were voting. It still
To be
records as a
To be
vote.
kept on the,
Right,
Yeah, and
on the
Okay.
list for
Yeah.
absentees.
we had one like that too. Gentleman got a ballot and he said, where's the person I'm looking for? Well, that won't be until August. Well, then I don't wanna vote. He started to walk out. He says, you gotta get the ballot. So our numbers keep the same. Yeah, the machine rejected it. So that was good.
Because it's blank.
It was blank, yeah. It was green.
Not gonna be taken off and they won't receive one in August. I think it's gonna get even job here.
Yeah, yeah.
This one's a little certified.
yeah.
It is happening.
Yeah.
I do.
I know.
You retiring.
And she's here.
When I retire.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. I don't know what it's gonna be, but.
Well, you move up to quarter.
No.
Deputy. I can't fix right now, I can't keep notes I got constantly.
It's not too bad.
No.
Plus it's
Ours are
electronic.
usually
It's
templates,
electronic.
and we just record the actual actions in our minute, rather than what
Practically.
everyone says.
I mean, we only have a few things that we had for.
Mhm.
It's not too bad.
Okay. Alright. Can you pass here, can you pass that?
So when you did your count for the in-person.
Yep.
You counted all or just the green?
No, we counted just the green. Yeah, like ballots,
For the in-person, not the absentee or the in-person?
the ballots though.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the green.
So we'll need our numbers then unless
No,
we counted
that-
everything?
I'm just,
It's okay?
I'm just totaling what's on the total,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, I was
Yeah,
gonna say, if you need us
not
to find
separating
and count the greens, then that's gonna be
No.
a haystack or, you know, haystack.
Okay, so. Okay, can you guys give me your Mary Ann totals?
Okay. I have 15.
Okay,
I gave you 3.
okay, so that's 98. That's all. What did you say you had?
83.
And you only have. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong part, sorry. District. There we go. I was adding 3 and 4 together. Okay, so 83 plus what did you do?
I had 14.
Okay, so you have this one,
Yeah, that's.
which we'll take care of that one in
Yeah,
a
I
second.
started an account.
This one. And we do have one issue, this one, but that gives us the 101. How many, Linda, do you have?
I have 18.
Okay.
That's 59.
So we have the total, and then there should be 0 write-ins, 0 under or over votes, and then how many undervotes do you have?
I have 11 blanks.
And then 1 here. So 12, so that all matches up.
What was Linda's number?
Linda's number was 78. But Mary Ann's, there's gonna be we're gonna have to remove 1 for sure.
That's what these two could be.
Okay, so if you two wanna come here, you can take a look at the duplicates and the originals. So here, nope, okay. These ones here, this is the original. This is the duplicated one. So you'll see an issue right away.
Yeah, it's not the right ballot.
Well, no, so what, this was an issue, a wrong ballot
Wrong
issue.
ballot.
So what they should have done is transferred over the applicable races onto this new one, and they missed it.
Yeah.
So they should have done judicial. And then they should have done nothing for county, nothing for municipal, because the races aren't the same. And then school district, they should have done, which they did.
Oh,
You know, you can see the color, this is normal, lighter color.
Oh, that, yeah, but so,
do
do you see the issue?
Yeah, the problem is they voted for her and
She shouldn't have
she
been.
shouldn't have been voted for.
It should have been an undervote.
Right,
Yeah.
because it's not even on the ballot.
So we need to remove 1 from Mary Ann.
Now, how do you think they would have thought to do that?
I'm thinking they thought they were writing it here.
Oh.
Well,
I
sometimes
see.
Because they didn't write anything for there and they should have.
But then they would have, if they would have copied that, they would have second person.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Usually, I know whether if you have 2 maybe could have been 2 years, no, a few years back, that the machine itself can also tell what district they have wrong ballots. This happened in District 3.
Well, yeah, the machine will, but these were absentee,
Yeah.
so that's different.
Didn't go through.
So then that shouldn't count.
No, that one should not count. So you remove 1 from Mary Ann. And then, we should add 1 to the undervote.
Just like a central.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Maria, they should put one for Maria here.
Yep, and nothing,
Nothing, because Chris isn't on here.
yep, and nothing
School
municipal.
district.
They copied school right, yep.
We copied it.
And there should be 1 more vote for Maria Lazar. So we'll add that in the minutes.
And one more for Chris Bowser too.
No.
Oh, no, that's right, he's not on.
Yep, so
My bad.
she added an undervote.
You're correct.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, I will just
Yep, so that's the first
add
one.
that to the training of going over the
Oh, good, yep,
duplicate ballots for central count
That's
for the
perfect,
next
so-
time. Because who knows how
yeah,
August and November will go,
Yeah.
I'd rather get that right.
yep,
Mhm.
exactly. Okay, so here, you're just gonna verify that they did do what they should have.
Yeah.
Yep, and then they did nothing here because they shouldn't. And then John Donaldson, John Thompson. So this one's good.
Oh, they got one right, all right.
Yep.
Maybe they were just nervous, I was gonna say.
3. So this one, they wasn't issued incorrectly. This one was just, they put X's
Oh, yeah.
instead of filling in.
The
So-
mark, yeah.
Lori, Linda, Brett,
Right.
and then Aaron, and
Yeah,
Aaron.
yeah.
So that was still.
Okay.
Yep, that won't be up there because it's down here.
On here.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, here it is.
Mhm. Yep.
Right. Right. Mary Ann,
Alright. And then John and
and, okay.
So you have that in the minutes, Mary?
Yes.
Alright. Okay,
So that
so,
was absentee for both District 3 and 4 then?
this was just District 3.
That was
Yep,
District three.
yep. Mhm.
And what was the final number then?
We did one drawdown, one removal from Mary Ann.
So it would be 100, should have gone one, Mary Ann's 78, and
Yep.
for the scattering and 13 for the.
Yep, so undervotes went up one, and then Mary Ann went down one. And then Maria Lazard, we're noting that in the minutes, even though that doesn't affect the actual total. Cause we're canvassing down. On here.
Oh, we're not accepting.
Oh, yep, this is the one, okay. All right, so there is one more that does not have clerk initials, it's an absentee ballot. This is, so if there would have been the number on here, we could have matched up the envelope on the envelope.
Okay.
It does have a stamp,
Yep, so that means it would have been stamped by the clerk.
Mhm.
and so probably we shouldn't take away their vote.
No.
Yeah, so that's up to you guys.
I would accept it.
You're accepting it? Okay, alright. Okay, so no more changes. Okay, so you guys can stack up your ballots and we can put them back in the box and you'll hit the seal. Yep, remove your slips. Your red seal, and then just give Mary the seal. That's all of them? Alright. I just,
I think that's the old one.
yep, you can put that in there. I just have to wait for that envelope that needs to go back.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Do you need to brighten it more?
No,
Okay,
what am I doing to the recipient?
so you just type in her number, yeah.
I'm gonna read this to you and.
This is sealed, just so you guys know, you don't have to fill it out.
Okay.
Do you wanna write the number in?
Okay, Y 757166. Got it.
That there for now.
How would you like to note the District 2 person?
I can put this away, right?
Yep, you can put that back to the side, yep.
Ashley, how would you like to notate the District 2 person? Or to see, because what is, so Ward 6, is Ward 6 in pink or is it
I'd have to double check my assignment chart. We wait till the end to do that.
Okay,
So,
6 in pink,
You just a two or,
3 Ward 6.
all three of them.
Okay,
here's your,
Different.
for District 4.
okay.
Okay, so District 4, we're gonna do in-person first, then we'll do central count. There were 456 listed on here. I'll grab the box.
We may have to write over one.
Oh, sure,
This is our official one.
okay, sure.
So here's District 4 in person, everything
We
is
can,
listed
okay,
here.
yeah, we can.
Yeah,
here.
you can print new ones?
No,
Sure.
we got it.
That's theirs.
I'm sure they don't want us writing.
Oh, they, yeah, yeah.
Oh, and then can you verify that the seal number matches?
Two more of this blank.
0713353.
Yeah. They'll print
Tara,
this
do you
one.
need the seal number?
It's, uh,
Okay, so District 4,
three,
All of our bills.
only one doubt,
here's three,
4.
and here's four.
56 on the
Okay,
two,
got it.
456 on
That's
here.
the poll book,
Um,
so it's good.
Yep, just one supervisory district, so District 5, you won't have to separate anything.
That's nice.
All right, so you can close
Just
them out,
need to, right, Casey?
confirm the
Yes,
initials
please.
are there, and then you can separate them based on candidate, so candidate and then under vote or overvote and write-in. There should be one write-in, and there are 0 overvotes, there's no.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Did you get the numbers? You did. So one right there.
Well, just wait, well, yes.
Do you need me to, does she know that you're sending a text from the people?
Maybe not. Oh, yeah, there's the deal. This is your husband. Did she answer?
No, but I'm like, I was just thinking, I'm like, maybe he didn't, it's sick. Thank you very much.
There you go.
Actually, let them sort the question out.
And here's a nomination.
You have to cover it.
Okay. You can never double check. You can start coming down if you have on your files. Take one of your files if you want. Yep, no problem.
clerk, could you resend I didn't expect images when something else.
That's a really good idea. I'll make sure that's good. It's taken care of. It's possible if you guys already done one and it's. Yeah, it's an error. I left her counted, so you get an extra set. No, you're good. I think it's really good. That's what I'm missing on there, looking through the whole, after the slip behind. So, then you can. What they have.
Carefully.
Sure.
Thank you. Okay. All right, let's do Linda first, since I have it in the file here. Arlene, how many do you have for Linda?
I have a total of 93.
Okay, that equals 215, the tape says 215. All right, so let's do Mary Ann. What do you have? What does she have? What is the correct?
I'm sorry, 89.
89?
Well, I have a pile of 108 here, and then I have this one that would be for her, but it doesn't have the second clerk signature on it.
Okay. So 197 plus that one is 198, which matches the tape. And then write-ins.
Write-ins I have 2.
Okay, and who are they for?
One's for Lexi Williams, and the other one's for Jeff Baker.
Okay, all right. And then undervotes.
I have 20.
20, are
I
they?
have 20 blanks.
Okay, and I have one blank here. So that equals the 41 that we have on the tape as well. Okay, so now. Stack everything together except for that one that you have a question on.
Just counter years too. Those signatures should be here, just.
Bless you.
And I can stack these write-ins also.
Yes. Alright, now you two need to determine how you want to handle that.
There's just
You wanna-
standing there.
Alright, can you mark that there was one in-person ballot that only had one poll worker or election inspector signature? Should have had 2, and that it was the decision of the Board of Canvas to accept. Alright, so you guys can, you fill out a new topper. And this is the seal, I'm putting the old seal in here.
678.
What?
674.
No, 9 and 10, this is district 4. What seal number here?
It's F, and then Frank, 080468.
Okay.
One of one.
Oh, dear.
Says one of one.
Grand total, 456.
She can't.
There, the type sheet.
I always look left. So it's in case something gets-
Look at you. So smart.
Go about 1 minute to 8.
Okay.
Totally.
David.
No, she didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
But that
She's retired too, or?
Yeah. Hold on, right down. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Of your life.
Okay, all right, so if you guys want to, we're gonna just, don't cut it yet, we're just gonna look at the scale for now. You can look at this and just make sure that it matches that.
7, yeah.
Okay, all right. There were 161, there were a total of 4 rejected absentees and 1 duplicated ballot. Here, just double check this is the seal number that you just saw. Okay, we will do the envelopes first and then we'll do the actual ballots. Did I give you the District 4 Central?
I grabbed it.
Okay, perfect.
I grabbed everything right away,
Okay.
so I had it all together, so. These are exactly the same,
Okay,
so.
so here are the certificate envelopes for the absentees.
Oh,
You can open this
oh,
up,
that's
there's
right.
just
Yeah,
one.
yeah, sure.
Well, you can do envelope, or you can get me one of these, yeah. That's all right. Okay. Call them on out, there should be 161 total. So. Good. There we go, there's that for you, Arlene, this is exactly.
Okay,
what's
no-
already
no
the
problem.
same. You guys,
Okay, start now.
yeah, you check all the things and then I can have to pass.
Sure.
Okay.
So I'll just have these extra ticket to you, so.
Use the extra
The
deal.
L's,
Okay,
here's the
fine.
L's.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can, yeah, you column.
Thank you.
Actually, I don't want to interrupt you.
Oh, you're fine.
Question.
Yep.
So some of the details.
Yep.
The absentee ballot.
Yep.
The envelope
Yes, these,
with,
Oh,
not
oh.
just generally.
oh, okay,
Generally.
sure,
The absentee ballot.
Yep.
And then the absentee envelope.
Yep.
And then the ballot.
Yep.
There's a connection.
only in
Public-
central count,
Private,
privately,
privately, and
Privately.
only in central count.
only in central count municipalities. So we have central count in West Bend and we have central count in Germantown, village of
So
Germantown.
without the central count, then
Yeah.
there's no connection. between the two.
Exactly.
So why is that?
So the process is necessary if, say, And it really is if you're willing to commit fraud. I mean, it gets found out at the end. But, so if I mailed in my absentee ballot in West Bend, because I vote
Oh,
in
and then
West Bend.
voted at the polls. At the
Yes,
same
yeah,
time.
and that way they don't disenfranchise another absentee voter by doing a drawdown, or it doesn't count or whatever. They're able to actually pull my specific ballot because I voted at the polls. And then they would relay that information to the district attorney and the district attorney would investigate, yeah.
Thank
So, yeah,
I wasn't sure of the connection between the
it's a
envelope and
weird
ballot.
thing. I really don't like it, because, you know, there really should be no tie whatsoever. But, none of the records get released. It just, as of right now, we're waiting for, Dominion actually came out with a program that they developed for Georgia in for the 2020 recounts that were happening there. Where they were able to, it's a program that automatically redacts that voter number off of the absentee ballot. Because otherwise it's so manual. Like I was directed, by Dominion and Command Central, who we use to, service our machines, to use Paint. The program Paint, which
Oh, really?
you literally have to open one file at a time and then erase the voter number and then open another and erase and say, so it took me, I think my records request came in probably February or March of 2021, and it took me until probably September or October to finish Germantown and West Bend.
Thank you, thanks for the information.
Yeah, no problem. What?
It's gonna be something.
Oh, sure, yeah, yep. Okay, we're just waiting for the state to certify that new program.
This way, yeah. Okay. You're done.
For us.
Or is that-
Have you looked at these?
Yeah.
4.
Okay.
And then we just- Thank you. Yeah, yeah. You can help us if you'd like.
Okay.
And look at it, it's perfect.
Me too.
Michelle's her official name here. These unprofessional. She's like,
Yeah, I've done this one.
And then the rest
She's-
you can see, they might, you know, make them. Yeah.
Sure.
But it helps. Get one on shot.
Okay.
Yep, and then just count that as staff revenue. You can count it.
Oh, this,
Yeah, yep. And then 11, okay, 161. All right, so if you both want to take a look at this envelope, it is missing the date for the voter.
Yeah, I think that's okay.
Alright, okay, and then those, you guys can put these all back in here. If you wanna fill this out, you can fill it out before you put them in.
yeah,
We'll put this in there too.
these are what goes, good word.
This is set, 9 and 10, District 4, 9 and 10. Do that before we open the box.
Fifth day of April.
Actually, we don't need to sign this one because they're signing the envelope, we're not resealing it, we don't need to have the numbers on it. Sorry. It was just when we were resealing and they weren't signing the exterior envelope. We were resealing. Yeah, just one, District 4 doesn't have this high of a turnout. District 3 and District 8 are always high turnout. Yeah. And District 8 will have a higher absentee turnout, I think, moving forward. Just because
Well, they
of-
did originally to start, so it's kind of combined.
Yeah, this goes in there.
I think the first day I sent out 150 of them. And
Well,
that's,
I wonder-
we're the end of requests, so it should be one of.
Sure. I'm thinking too, because the polling location moved out of Cedar Ridge or Cedar, whatever it is.
Yep, Cedar Community.
Yeah, so then they couldn't just come
Cedar
down
Community
here.
said no.
Yeah,
And a lot of people have trouble finding
Masonic Lodge.
the Sonic Lodge.
I bet. Wow, that's actually surprising too, though, because I feel
South
like,
University, and then there was a big,
yeah,
Yeah, but it's hidden behind the trees there.
Yeah.
there was a vote here sign up by the curb.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
but, you know,
No, there wasn't, because the people said there weren't.
What?
Kept
Oh,
saying
it was
there
at
wasn't.
Masonic Lodge, not the Moose. I was
yeah,
thinking
the Masonic, not the Moose.
Okay, I was
There
gonna
was
say.
people like confused, they're just like, I was told to go to the Moose. I was like,
Yeah, I was gonna say there's not as many people that are Masons versus going to the Moose as members, so.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys can take a look at
There's no
this.
sign.
What was it?
There it is. Okay.
3,
No, yeah, sure.
Okay, you guys can open that up.
I'm gonna have to do that.
And there's 4 rejected.
I would like to have this picture from the library moved.
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
I
there
think
you are.
I do.
Because it's so small.
The polling places? Oh.
Which one?
Library.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Scott, how about go to that Spalding, you know, St. Joseph Hospital.
I'd have to see if there's a place, because they do all their clinical trials, I don't know if.
They have the
yeah.
east side as well,
Okay,
you know, that used to be the Kramer Castle.
yeah, I'll put a note in here, and I'll, yeah,
Oh, is it this one here? No, yeah, but it's still need. Yep. So those should be rejected. Yeah, there's no address here, no address there, none here. Reject that.
All right, we'll use a seal on this one. Oh, not, we already did that. This is the seal that you're gonna put on there. Yes. Okay, yeah, all right. And you're gonna cut that open, a light box. And so there should only be one duplicated. You have the ballots, or do you wanna? So, Linda, this is the,
Oh,
duplicated, so it's likely just a letter.
yeah,
Okay.
I've done that.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll, double check it, yeah, so just find that, yep.
Okay.
I guess I would try to have my people put it in. I just tell them, just, they come out of the machine, I just tell them to put it in.
Oh, you mean like,
Say that,
oh,
right?
sure,
If we are fine. I'll
Yeah.
have to come out and see what you have to do here.
yeah, oh, that's perfect. It's always helpful, I mean, that's one of the good things that came from the 2016 presidential recount, we had chiefs.
Yes.
Okay, so chiefs and then, clerks and their deputies were able to see what we were looking for moving forward. So the originals, if those are just on top, you know, if you're, not for you because you're in person at a polling location, but, you know, the municipalities that have absentees, if they kept them separate from the actual in person, and then if they kept the originals or the duplicated ones on the top in order, that made it much easier, you know,
Yeah.
doing a recount.
Okay.
Yeah. Just those little things, but you don't think about them when you're in the polls
Right.
because you don't see this as part of it.
This part of it,
normally.
right.
Yeah.
Is there something to do with the polls for separating out ballots or something that
He
you're
was
thinking?
just putting them like,
All right,
Okay,
same way.
separate at the same time.
yeah.
Because some of my
Okay.
people asked, I said, well, we could at that time last
Sure.
week to do it,
Yeah,
not in August or
sure,
November.
yeah,
So added to,
It just helps them here if we put them all.
yeah,
and then I was saying too, for absentees, if you keep the duplicated ones in order and on top, rather than mixed in. That way, if we do have to match them up, we don't have to look for them, they should all be right on the top. But it's more so like a bigger deal too for, like, say the town of West Bend, where they have absentee ballots that feed through with their in-person ones.
Yep.
If that they separate absentees from in-person, you know, and then
Yeah,
obviously.
for them, obviously.
Yeah.
If you have an issue with just one absentees instead of in person in a whole box or big,
Yeah,
they have.
Yeah,
Did they have a problem at Central Count this year with the folded ones from the machine?
Only at the end of District 8, it was like by the L's, it started catching on the machine, not the rollers or spitting out, so it would just sit. And it caused an error, it read them all, it just would sit and you gotta put your key on it because it thinks like we're on the speed or it's just sitting, it was just sitting. So when I called Denise and had him out, he came up, he's like, or me and said, whoever, I was like, whoever was on there. He's like, yeah, you had an issue in 2020.
Oh, it would not take the folded one, we had to rewrite.
Oh, well, it took the folded, but it would,
75%
it just sat by like hair, it was just sitting and would drop down all the way.
sure. Did he have to clean it? Or
He
was-
did clean it, but I'm
Okay.
thinking, which I'll have to see it, he's almost thinking that the rollers weren't putting it out just enough still.
Oh, sure.
So, is that if I need a new top for?
They'll let you know for sure, but servicing, it was Andy, I'm assuming, if not Andy, you. No, who was it?
Can't remember the first name.
Okay, he's got an assistant that works with him.
Okay.
So they service ours, and then Fond du Lac and Walworth and Osaki, so we can.
For Dale, I can't.
Yeah.
He was in there, just go to mechanic.
Good. Very good.
No, just thinking for August or
Yeah,
for, cause I'll do
we
two,
have
I'll do two
maintenance
machines.
in May, so
May?
we have maintenance, I just got an email, so
Okay, so
I will
then-
let you know when they're coming out to take a look at all of them.
Sure,
So,
and I'll tell my issues, so.
yeah, that's good, and they actually come to West Bend directly,
Yes.
so that you don't have to bring them to me. Okay, so District 4, let's see here. How many do you have for Mary Ann?
I have 34 from,
Mary Ann?
34.
Yep.
Marianne.
Okay, and then
And I have 40.
74. Yep, okay, that's what we have on the tape. And Linda Garrett,
What was the total?
74. And then Linda Garrett.
Okay, I have 35 for truth and duplicate.
Okay, so just keep that one here.
And I have 40.
75. Okay, and then what's that one is 76. There should be 0 write-ins, 0 overvotes, and then how many undervotes?
I have 5.
That's 6.
6, perfect, 11. You got that, Mary? Okay, all right, so let's take a look at the duplicated. Here's the original.
Ripped one.
Yes.
Okay, all right, and here, all right, perfect, so that matches exactly. Can I have a seal for this one, they're just gonna reseal it in this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right, so you can gather all the ballots. Put them back in here. And we're gonna start sorting that out with the seal. It was 9 and 10 for District 4.
That's maximum.
Check it.
Okay, it's P424980.
Got it.
One of one.
Everything came out for the polls for District 4?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Just the EDRs to talk about, I think.
Sure. Okay. That was the ones that registered in the wrong district.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, sorry. I just wanna be consistent.
Change it in here.
No, I don't have the, sorry.
No, put that one in.
Yeah, we'll put that one. Sorry about that.
Want to put a pen in it?
Her.
Now we know how to do it, right?
Oh, okay, I was just saying if he was here. Okay. Oh, yeah, sorry, that was my bad. Do you wanna, Arlene, do you wanna?
Let me write this down so I can put it on.
Sure.
C is in cat, 979438.
Okay, all right.
Want me to take the paper?
Here's why I chose it, strong and simple, because I was interested in the level. Not turkey.
So the Kramer, Kramer's
Kramer,
side?
yeah,
Okay.
on the east side. Not the original,
Yeah.
start with it, when they go out. If not, I think a lot of the west side, I don't think they was used as a area. That too.
Yeah.
That's the only building, that's close to home. If the second one, I would think it'd be like, it was. But the smaller would be more central. But you can get a lot of people in it.
I wasn't on the original pickings last year when they were putting on the ordinance and everything, so. No, it was Stephanie and Angel that were with Jay, looking at the places last
I know
year.
they say it was open.
Yeah, so. I don't know what other options were explored.
You guys just like, yes, I'm scrolling to ask about that.
Yeah.
But to me, it's logical.
Do you have to pay for those places? Because the
Potentially.
city hall, I said, library's right free.
Potentially, that's why. That could maybe be why,
If the
that they kept
library-
like the library, cause it's free.
The library is, people are complaining of the library, that the people who go there. And they're complaining because they kind of, not enough parking. Well, that I know.
Yeah,
And you can't have it in the courthouse, but then you gotta go up the elevator or the steps.
Yeah.
Location. Even though we could start, it would be nice, yeah, but.
Yeah. Okay.
We don't have the space. And we have the Electric Fall, we don't have enough room in there. And we just barely would have enough room to put up service, but it's small. We're the smallest in the whole city. And it's not even a private place to even just sit down and eat. That's another thing.
Unless maybe downstairs library with the
Forget it, I've
renovations.
been downstairs. with
Oh,
that.
yeah?
Yeah,
Okay, I don't
forget
know.
it.
I do not personally know, so.
I know about it.
Didn't they renovate the downstairs?
Yes, they
They
did.
have, but it's not meant, they have a little bit of exercise class down there, they have other classes downstairs.
Yeah.
But it's just, that's all that their lounge. The library, the worker employees lounge downstairs too. You think it'd be in the back, but no, it's not.
Doesn't the other space right when you get off the lot in the elevator? And then there are the other two rooms for.
Yeah. They have the record room, yeah. But it's not an ideal location. And they shut off at 9. They all make it come back on after a while, talk about it maybe a minute or two.
Up there.
Well, they have an announcement at 8:45, everybody return your books, get clear out. And the lights go off at 9. There we sit. But it's not very handy for when you park. Along with your the families that use the library, and the kids, and as well, they just don't have the space for the voters to park their cars to come in. It's always a jam there. In the public, it's getting bigger. That's one thing that when you get all those the Gales park. They're not done building yet. There's always more coming.
I got it written down on my things to talk about, so.
But to me, that'd be
I'll see
the,
what I can do.
that's about the main building here. It's more central when you open District 2. Nice facility.
Yeah. Might still be warm though, I'll take that. Yeah, 5 miles.
Brother sent me pictures of hail in Arkansas 2 nights ago.
Oh, no.
They're supposed to get more storms, yeah.
Did they damage cars or their car?
Well, they had somebody come and inspect the roof and the guy said that there wasn't enough damage to replace the roof. He felt like it was a really
I'd give a
honest
second opinion.
roofer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, no, it was a roofer, so why would you replace it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I guess.
so, but they don't want storms coming.
At least you got evaluation 1 in before the next storm, so.
Yeah.
Well, now.
Like, I should have waited until the end.
Yeah.
But it's good to see if it, they're gonna cover one versus another, or.
certification, I want to get the totals out. Under recounts and then this folder, 2022. So from the minutes, I want to add how many Mary Ann received, scatterings over votes. We can read these out loud if you want me to read your notes or do you? I have the total. Okay, we need to add them all together. Oh, you have, sorry, yep. Okay, and that includes the one removal? Okay, all right. Okay, so we're just completing the certification of the recount. And I will print this out and you will sign it and so will I. Totals are Mary Ann received 541. That includes the one drawdown removal because of the missed duplicated ballot. Linda Gareth has 546. And then just need the total of overvotes were 0. Scattering for the write-ins. And then under votes. Sorry, I just. 34. 13. I started with 41. Print that, print 2 for me, please.
Do you need to mark anything about those ones?
No, none of this, so it doesn't affect the actual.
Okay.
End result.
Okay.
We can note though,
Sure.
so you guys are aware, there was a voter that voted in District 2, was an election day registrant, should have registered in District 3 or 6. And then, what's the other one?
Yeah, I just
Oh, this one here.
Oh, yeah, 3 dozen, yeah.
Okay, this one here. And then in District 4, there was a voter that registered and should have been in District 3.
48.
48, yep. Just so you're aware, those have been corrected at the city level. Alright, did you print out 2 of those?
Figured you'd be interested in that one, I know.
Yeah.
It's, yeah,
Okay. Yeah, Barrington Court.
well, it's hard. Sometimes it's hard.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the voter number, yeah. Perfect. 240.
About halfway through the day.
You can sign both of them, they're just the same thing, just 2 copies.
Okay.
And these are the numbers that I read.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Anyone could count, it doesn't even matter if this
Right.
could be this presidential.
And we don't count them because they weren't registered.
How did that pop up? How did it come
We were just, we mixed up the EDRs by accident, so like we'll just start typing in all the addresses and put the board numbers and everything on top, and then that's when I'm like, oh,
Oh, okay.
yep, and then we saw the names of it. I think it was just those.
So she actually got one extra vote.
No, she lost one.
For,
It was a difference of
Tons.
4
I mean,
votes.
it's at least 20 per
and
district.
one
Yeah,
That
yeah.
would be, I mean,
because of the
for
improper
3
duplication.
people
Right.
out of,
Oh, that's
like
good, yeah.
160 years, right? That was
It's still, yeah, it's still.
like,
It is
that's
very
not bad.
close.
So,
All right, besides one race in the town of Jackson a few years ago, this is the closest we've had. We had one town, there was a town board supervisor race that tied exactly.
ooh,
Yeah.
so of course.
Yeah, and then we did have one county supervisory district a few years ago, I think 4 years ago, that had 11 vote difference, so. All right, so Arlene, if you want to.
I make a motion to adjourn
You could just declare
at
it.
11:08.
Perfect.
Thank you.
They can all enjoy it. Also,
Go ahead.